because what someone may appear to be good at may not get us to the healthy body of Christ that the Lord really wants us to be. There's a key component that we transition into in this way of thinking out of just the reality of there is a body with a ton of giftedness that's giftedness for the whole body. Verse 31 in 1 Corinthians 12. It says, but desire, that is a want to. That's Paul saying, I'm going to give you the freedom to have some want to in your life. That drawing towards something you're passionate about or desire, something that's been awoken inside of you. But desire the greater gifts. Now, when it says gifts there, it's talking about spiritual gifts. But when it says greater, it's not talking about better. This is a Greek word that's talking about the gifts that are highly esteemed. Paul says, listen, I'm not going to tell you out of the gate that there's a problem wanting God to call you to do the things that people adore, that people need, that you find awe-inspiring in the kingdom. He said, I'm not telling you don't desire those gifts. He's like, fine, desire those, but towards what end? See, there's a path that says, oh, I wish I could do that. Well, sometimes you'll hear people talk about, well, I should be doing this, and ultimately it's a cry for attention. They want eyes on them. They want to feel important. It's a felt need, so they desire that opportunity. But will that serve the body? Now, that's self-service. So we have to say, okay, what's the fullest context that we're operating in here? Paul says, but desire the greatest gifts, and I will. He said, if you'll start with that, he said, then I'll take on this responsibility. I will show you an even better, now that is a value word. That is far surpassing, exceeding, preeminent. In other words, it is much more valuable than even the desire or the spiritual gift that you may desire, want, or start with. I will show you an even better way. The difference between gift and way, it is what can I do versus how do I live? What do I do? What can I do? What could a role be versus really how do I live my life? What are my habits and ways? What are the things that people see and experience from me most often? Now, when we talk about, we got three words I say a lot: believe, belong, become. Belonging then is more how I live than what I do.